But you can't have a security detail for the rest of your life because you work for government. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Would you feel partially responsible if something were to happen to, say, Dr. Fauci
No.
or John Bolton?
No. You know, they all made a lot of money. They can hire their own security, too. All the people you're talking about, they can go out. I can give them some good numbers of very good security people. They can hire their own security. They all made a lot of money. Fauci made a lot of money. They all did. So if they, felt that strongly, I think that certainly I would not take responsibility.
Ruh-roh. Anthony Fauci. I hope he can run a Kenosha Mile. I hope that he hasn't been experimenting with injections that might give him blood clots. But no, you should just go back to if you're looking to get healthy, maybe experimental medications whipped up by known criminals is probably the worst way to go. I would go and, eat fruits and vegetables. And I ain't got time to eat 5 servings, so I'll just drink it with Field of Greens. But Anthony Fauci, can't you do a Kenosha Mile? Can you do a push-up? You might need to do it because you ain't got no security detail anymore. No security detail for you. That's right. Donald Trump has announced. All Donald Trump is doing is signing executive orders and holding press conferences for 4 straight days, man. 4 straight days. Some would say that he's on Adderall. I don't care if he's on Adderall. I don't care what this dude's on because he is the most effective president I have ever seen. In 4 days, he's done more than Joe Biden's done in 4 years. And I don't want Joe Biden to do anything because Joe Biden's job is to destroy stuff. With COVID, of course. But here is Dr. Fauci finding out. Oh, I say, you're worried about your going to jail. Oh, don't worry about it. They're fine. They're just fired. Or you can pay for it yourself, by the way. You made a lot of money. Trump says this, by the way. President Trump has terminated Dr. Anthony Fauci's security details. Says he's made a lot of money so he can pay for himself. Yeah, he made a lot of money. Well, your grandparents were dying alone in a hospital, getting their chest blown out on a ventilator, even though everybody said don't do that. Well, your dad and your mom dying alone, secluded away. Because, of course, Anthony Fauci had to adhere to the WHO's rules, right? He seemed to make a lot of money being on Stephen Colbert, being on the cover of all these stupid magazines. This dude made a lot of money, so he can pay. By the way, we're paying $20 million a year for his security. $20 million a year for his security. Why does America's doctor need so much security? I don't know. I don't understand it. First of all, that's not a threat, by the way. And it's certainly not a threat coming from my side. We just going to work. That's the entire point of COVID. We just wanted you to leave us the hell alone. I'll take the risk with sniffles. Go back and look at any of my videos of 2020. I beat COVID with water and Field of Greens. It's all on record. You can go see it. I ain't taking experimental injections. I'm not quarantined. I ain't doing any of your stupid nonsense out there. I'll be fine. I got a bolstered immune system again because of Field of Greens. Check them out. Did you make a New Year's resolution to get healthy this year? Most people have. Now, if you listen to the FDA, they're going to tell you to look at their food pyramid, and you should be eating Cracker Jacks and Fruit Loops. That's dumb and stupid because they're paid off by places like Kellogg. No, you need a whole bunch of healthy food. Meat, dairy, fruits, and vegetables. And when it comes to fruits and vegetables, you're going to need about 5 servings a day. And who, like us, has time for that? Finding, cooking, 5 servings? What if I told you you could drink it? What if I told you Field of Greens over here takes fruits, vegetables, specifically picked for your health. They flash freeze them, grind them up. They put them in there, and you can get this stuff in you quick like that because you can drink it. How in the world can Field of Greens promise you better health? Because each fruit and vegetable was doctor selected for a specific health benefit. There's a heart health group, lungs and kidney groups, metabolism, even healthy weight. 1 drink a day is all it takes. You'll look and feel healthier with more energy fast, and your doctor, again, will notice improved health or your money back. Get 20% off your first order with code SALTY at fieldofgreens.com. That's code SALTY at fieldofgreens.com. Thank you so much, fieldofgreens.com. So why in the world would this dude need $20 million worth of security? Well, it's probably because he's a criminal. Now, notice I didn't say allegedly, because I know he's a criminal. Dude, you a straight up criminal. This is your own logic, by the way. Every single one of these talking lefty heads on CNN, NPR, across the entire spectrum told everybody that Donald Trump's family members, because they got preemptive pardons, Ivanka, Kushner, Eric, Don Jr., they're all criminals. Barron, you're a criminal because you got a preemptive pardon, and only a criminal would need a preemptive pardon. This is the logic utilized by all of these Ivy League left-wing talking heads on CNN. Problem is, none of those people got a preemptive pardon. They still called them criminals. Trump gave out no preemptive pardons. Now, 4 years later, Biden gives out preemptive pardons to his entire family. All of his brothers, his sister, their spouses, his crackhead kid, they all got preemptive pardons. And this dude too. But they're not criminals? No. Why would you need a preemptive pardon? He didn't even get pardoned just for 2020's criminality. No, he got he got preemptive pardoned all the way to 2014. Why was Dr. Anthony Fauci's pardon backdated to 2014? We asked him and we got no reply. Says Newsweek. Hey, Newsweek, I'll explain it to you because he's a criminal. He's a criminal. I imagine that his pardon goes back to 2014 because he was engaged in creating a bioweapon, pretending to not be a bioweapon, in a biolab facility in an Eastern European country that YouTube will ban you for, by the way. They're telling you it's a conspiracy theory and it's racist. How? It's racist. Shut up, bigot. Don't talk about a place that's currently on fire, again because of the Joe Biden administration, being run by a straight-up cocaine addict who's about 3 feet tall with sniffles, that we are sending not anymore, but we were under the previous regime sending. You want to know why we were spending billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars a minute to that place? Well, it's because it was a hotbed of bio-warfare. God knows what else we had in there. And people like Obama and Fauci and other individuals like Hunter Biden were tied up in this. This is why all of these pardons go back to 2014. 2014. Go look at the Maidan event, and that place gets overthrown. Victoria Nuland and a bunch of criminal scumbags from the deep state overthrow the Russians that were running the place, install their own people, and start printing money and bioweapons. And that's why he needs $20 million. He needs $20 million worth. They want to make it sound like some right-winger is going to go after Anthony Fauci. The right-wingers are fine. We didn't listen to you. We're totally fine. We ignored all of your demands, your mandates, and your advice. We're not pricked up with experimental sauce. Our blood isn't clotted. We ain't all screwed up. We're not going to be violent towards you. No. That dude needs $20 million worth of security because there are other highly, highly, highly influential criminals in Washington, D.C. that will go to prison if he goes to prison. So Anthony Fauci ain't worried about Donald Trump supporters. He ain't worried about right-wingers. Anthony Fauci worried about what if he goes to prison? Does Bill Gates then go to prison? He's worried about Bill Gates. He's worried about interests of other deep spaces, deep corners of Washington, D.C., of the power elite. This guy was playing a Washington, D.C. Game of Thrones. And he lost, so he's nervous. This is a Lannister. He's all concerned about his own family members over there. Well, that's fine. You could be concerned about all of these people you screwed over. You could be concerned about all of this, but you just pay for it yourself. You pay for it yourself. You're a private citizen. You were never running for president. You're not an elected official, and you made millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars, off of your own. I don't even want to, whatever experimental injection you were selling that you patented, by the way, you made millions off of that. So you got plenty of money. You're fine. According to CNN, Fauci has since hired his own private security. Well, considering Fauci has let down the Clintons, I mean, you really let down the Bidens, the Obamas, the Clintons, the Gates, the Epsteins. You let down a lot of the wrong people. I would hire a lot of security. Yeah, I would. If I upset the Clintons, boy, if I remotely upset the mailman to the Clintons, I would be hiring a whole bunch of security and getting healthy so I could do that Kenosha Mile, boys. You might need to and you can do that with Field of Greens. fieldofgreens.com. Thank you so much for watching the video. Support channel. We kept up to date on Fauci losing his security detail. Oh, that's a shame. Hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.